Good morning, everyone. I have an upgrade on my phone app, so I'm hoping everything works the same or find out. Losing my voice a little bit, so I'm working on a throat lozenge to try to keep my voice working. That's the only way to shut me up. So I'm going to talk again about the beast system. Next couple of videos I'm going to do more. I'm going to expound on it, but we're going to read Revelation 13. I'm hearing rain. Yep, the pitter-patter of rain. Now, this should be light rain. We got a major storm coming in tonight. We're going to get the edge of it. I don't know how strong we're going to get. It's a pretty good storm, but I think because the tail is going to hit us, I don't think it's going to be as bad. I pray anyway. So we're going to look at the beast system out of Revelation 13. Now remember when Revelation was written, John was getting his visions. And there's a series of visions, just like our old style prophets used to do. They'd get visions. They didn't understand them. They didn't connect them together. They just had this vision, told the next vision. Revelation is not linear. Once you get past chapter 3, then we start seeing some of the visions, okay? So once we get the letters out of the way, then we can get into the visions. They're used to, in reading the Bible, you read Paul's letters, they're linear. This happened, then this happened, then this happened. But Revelation is not like that. So it's a snapshot. Boom, I took a picture here. And I came over here and took a picture here. And there's some overlap. But they're not linear. And it doesn't mean that if I took a picture here and I went over and took a picture here and then I come back and took a picture here, they're not even necessarily one right after the other. You got to kind of look for the commonality to see where they tie in. So this chapter 13 is a summary of the beast system, the antichrist, and the false prophet. It's just a summary about them. It covers the first 3.5 years. Once he defiles the temple, he's discovered. He's no longer able to do what he wants to do. That's why he's also not working now. We're not in the tribulation, and he can't work until we're out of here. That's why we have to be raptured. The Antichrist can't do his thing. Now the harlot, the beast system harlot, the beast is riding on the back of the harlot at this point. Other parts of Revelation draw this picture. That's what's happening. The harlot is trying to take over the world. It's starting to catch up and backfire, which is why they got to pull out their whole card. Little poker reference again. They have to pull the Antichrist out because the harlot system is starting to wane. In the United States, we've already reversed parts of it. Now, they haven't gone anywhere. The bad guys haven't gone anywhere. In fact, they're not even being arrested. So they're still there. Imagine what's going to happen when, boom, all the Christians in the world are gone. The voice of God is gone. God's not gone, but he's allowing Satan to take over the world to prove to the people, you wanted this. You kept saying, you don't want me, God. I'm not taking on that role by any means, but I'm trying to tell you the way he would want to be saying it, I think. You don't want me? You want the devil? Here he is. Have at it. The first judgments, the seal judgments and the trumpet judgments, are man's doing. That's not God. The bowl judgments after the abomination, that's God's rulings on the world. But the first two judgments are man's gods, the things that they did to themselves. The plagues that are going to kill people. The bombs that are going to kill people. All that stuff is man's doing. So, turn with me to Revelation 13:1. The first beast. And he stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea, having... Now, Coming out of the sea means coming out of the people of the world. So the harlot and the beast are from the world. That's where they originated from. The Antichrist is alive today as a human. He doesn't know he's the Antichrist. He may not even want to be the Antichrist if he knew he had an option. He's trying to do good. He's probably well appreciated around the world. So that when he dies and comes back as the demon-possessed body, then he's the Antichrist, but he's still going to look and talk like the human form. They're going to still think that he just came back to life. And he's going to be able to mimic his behavior and activity, so you're not going to know the difference initially. And being non-Christians on the earth, the Christians that were born after the rapture are not going to have the experience. Not yet. And they may not live long. So, coming out of the sea, having 10 horns and 7 heads, 10 horns, mouthpieces, 7 heads, and on his horns 10 diadems, and on his head the names of blasphemy. So a picture, a diadem, the definition of a diadem is a noun, a jeweled crown or headband worn as a symbol of sovereignty. Okay, so 10 kings, if you will, because they've got a crown, and 7 mouthpieces, heads of blasphemy, heads that lie. You might be able to hear the rain now. So let me keep reading to see if I can get through this. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and the mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his throne and great authority. We've had people described before where they're given characteristics of animals. A lion is a big ferocious animal with a loud roar. A leopard is prowling. A bear, big claws for swiping and ripping flesh. Powerful. So this composite creature is going to be very powerful. And I saw one of his heads as though it had been smitten unto death, and his death stroke was healed, and the whole earth wondered after the beast. So this beast system, one of the members of this 10 kingdom coalition, would have been killed and healed. Well, smitten unto death, and the death stroke was healed. Does it say that he died smitten unto death? I guess I would interpret it that way. But it could be that he was wounded to the point where he was so near death that he gave up his soul, but the body hadn't deteriorated and a demon would take over. And it's going to be the worst demon ever. A demon that is so bad that for all of our lifetime, certainly, and many, probably thousands of years, he's been locked up in the bottomless pit. Bottomless meaning there's no way to get out, and that Jesus has the key to the top, so he's been locked up. He's so bad. I hope this is not terribly distracting, this rain. We're not supposed to have rain until this evening. I didn't look at the weather. I'm not being terribly observant lately because I'm not 100%, kind of working in a cloud, more so than normal. Verse 14, and they worshiped the dragon because he gave us authority unto the beast, and they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, and who is able to make war with him? So this coalition, who can make war with this coalition? It's not just one person, it's a group of people. And there was given to him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemy, and there was given to him the authority to continue 42 months, 3.5 years. The first half of the tribulation. And you know how I feel about calling it the tribulation. Only the second half is called tribulation. They've just tied it all together, and the Bible doesn't use that phrase. But it's a reference that everybody seems to know. Verse 6, and he opened his mouth for blasphemies against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle. I'm talking up just in case the rain is becoming a problem. And even them that dwell in heaven. I'm going to be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to try to get this finished in spite of the fact that it's continuing to rain. There's a little bitty Charlie Brown cloud coming over the top of us. So it's not much. But it's a foretaste of what's coming. The big front's into Alabama, so it's about a state away. Maybe 2 or 3 hours, and it'll be here. It's not supposed to be doing this. And it was given unto him, verse 7, to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And there was given him authority over every tribe, people, tongue, and nation. Whenever that phrase is used in the Bible, that means the whole world. Kind of is the same as the sea. Kitty just jumped up here. Hi, Kitty. Were you sleeping? You want to get down again? Lie down. Now you want to play. You're all rested because you were sleeping. It's continuing to get bad again. It shouldn't be raining. It's completely clear all around us in a circle, and this one little Charlie Brown cloud has come over us. I guess it shows the speed that the storm's working, because it's not moving over the top very fast. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to wait about 15-20 minutes. Okay, I'm back. He's lying down on the floor now, so hopefully he will behave. The rain is cutting back. I'm glad it didn't last very long. There's a wedding going on over at the pavilion. I've gone through my lozenge and now I'm sucking on a cinnamon candy. Just keep coating my throat so it doesn't hurt. Okay, so we were coming up on Revelation 13:8. And all that dwell on the earth shall worship him, the beast, the antichrist. Everyone whose name has not been written from the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb that has been slain. Figurative language all over the place. The Lamb has been slain as Jesus. We know that. I just put this in my mouth and it's too big. I can't talk. I'll stick it in my cheek like a chipmunk. If any man has ear, let him hear. If any man is for captivity, into captivity he goeth. If any man shall kill with the sword he must be killed. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. There will be Christians, but they're going to have to just wait. It's not their time yet. Now, the second beast. We've got the... that sounds like Alexa getting ready to tell me that I've got to...
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I said her name, so now she's trying to talk to me. I get weather warnings. The storm's coming has got warnings in it. Verse 11, and I saw another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like unto the Lamb, but he spoke as a dragon. That's the false prophet. And he exercised all the authority of the first beast in his sight, and he maketh the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose death stroke was healed. So the antichrist will step out of the beast system and become more prevalent, and the false prophet will get the earth to, he will bless them. Well, is that going to be the Pope? I don't know. But somebody of religious authority is going to step forward and get the whole world to say, this guy's okay. Go ahead and worship him. And he will do, verse 13, and he doeth great signs, that he should even make fire come down out of heaven upon earth in the sight of men. We've seen other godly people do that, but Satan's going to play some of the same parlor tricks. That's not where like Jesus said, which is it easier to do? Forgive somebody your sins or rise up and walk. The power and authority to do that he had. You didn't see him call fire from heaven. There was no need for it. It's a parlor trick. Verse 14, and he deceived them that dwell on the earth by reason of the signs which it was given to him to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast who has the stroke of the sword and lived. He was shot by a weapon. A sword is a weapon, and lived. It was given unto him to give breath to it, even to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as should not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That may be where some of our AI is going to come in. But this could be a spiritual being. Satan's got spiritual beings too. They're called demons when they're associated with him. He's got fallen angels. God's got angels, but Satan has a few of his own that he stole away from God. And he causes all, the small, the great, and the rich and the poor, and the free and the bond, that there be given them a mark on their right hand and upon their forehead. Now we know who we're talking about for sure. And that no man should be able to buy or sell, save that he has this mark, even the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. So that means we may be able to discern this, to be able to figure it out. It doesn't tell us his name, but he that has understanding, let him count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So we may be able to guess it. And people have tried, and they've done all kinds of mathematical contortions and playing with words and everything, and letters. And they've picked out different people. It can't be everybody they picked out, it's only one. So who's it going to apply to? We're not really supposed to know. Because we'd stop the Antichrist in his earthly form from achieving what he was going to achieve on earth, so that when he dies, people will still be looking to him as a human that was here doing good. So who is it? No idea. And even the person that's going to become the Antichrist doesn't know. And he may be doing good on the earth right now. Satan's not going to pick a bad guy. He's going to pick somebody that people of the world are going to love leading them around. All right. We're in the way. God, we're ready to go. Give us the people that we need to bring into the fold before we get out of here. Give them to us soon so that we can help them along till we meet in the clouds. God bless.